You probably don't know this, but Bluey's series has incredible secrets hidden that very few people know or have noticed until now. One of them, which is certainly one of the most intriguing, involves a very detailed line of thought. One of the early promotional images of Bluey, before its debut episode, showed the Heeler family with a fifth member. This was because Chili was pregnant with a third baby in the photo. This leads us to think that the scene where we realize Chili had a spontaneous abortion may mean that originally the idea was for Chili not to abort, but instead give birth to a little brother or sister for the girls. As Joe Brum, the series creator, mentioned that much of the series is inspired by his life and family, and he also has 2 daughters. It's possible that this tragedy may have occurred during the show's production, leading to changes in the story plans. But Chili was going to start the show pregnant, almost ready to have the baby. That's just one of the secrets of Bluey that we're revealing today. Another closely guarded secret is that the Heelers have a pet. Can you believe it? This family pet doesn't appear in any of the seasons released so far, but it's seen in Bluey's canonical game on top of the house. There, we can spot an aquarium with a little fish inside. I guess that's the safest type of pet for children, along with dogs. But it wouldn't make much sense for dogs to have dogs, right? Goofy. Another interesting secret is that Bandit, Bluey and Bingo's dad, was inspired by another dog from an animated series that was very successful in the 60s, 80s, and 90s. Yes, in 3 different decades, different versions of Johnny Quest were released, an adventure cartoon focused on a boy who participated in incredible situations and had a faithful companion, a bulldog named Bandit. That's where the Heeler family patriarch got his name, a beautiful homage to fans of older good cartoons. But Johnny Quest is not the only reference to old cartoons in Bluey. Another honored cartoon is one centered around another canine, Courage the Cowardly Dog. However, it's not the protagonist being honored, but a villain. In the Double Babysitter episode, we see Radley's car parked on the grass, which shows that Bandit's older brother is a bit careless in traffic, but that's not relevant. On the back of his pickup, we see a symbol that may look like something canine. But if you've watched Courage or Google the series, you'll find a villain named Cats. And you'll notice that the shape of Courage's enemy's head is exactly like the sticker on Radley's pickup. Someone in Bluey is a fan of old cartoons. That's pretty cool. In the same scene, we discover another incredible secret. There's an American football on the roof of the Heeler family's house. As we know, the girls don't play this sport, so surely someone playing nearby accidentally left it there and never retrieved it. The interesting thing is that it wasn't always there, which means this happened at some point in the series and might have its own episode to explain how it happened. In the Market episode, the one with the controversial pony coconut, we see a singer named Busker performing outdoors, where Bluey ends up depositing her huge fortune of $5 Australian. Almost no one knows this, but the design of this character was inspired by the composer and main instrumentalist of the Bluey series, Geoff Bush. He is mainly responsible for those incredible and touching musical backgrounds we hear in every Bluey episode. Say what you want, but that guy knows his stuff. To prove that Bluey's episodes are interconnected, there's another sensational secret related to the one we just told. In the Silent Game episode, we see the same Busker spending exactly the $5 that Bluey and Indy had given him. How do we know it's the same money? The Tooth Fairy sticker that Bluey put on the note was still there. This means that the events between the 2 episodes happened very close in time. The singer must have the incredible ability to hold on to money for a long time, unlike most of us. Whatever the case, it's best to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the video we'll make when we find out this answer. But we still have many incredible secrets to tell you. Moreover, another cool secret is that in the Dance Mode episode, we see the same $5 note again in Busker's hat. And yes, it's the same note again, as the sticker is there once more. This Dance Mode episode happened well before the Silent Game episode. It indicates that he really must have kept that note as a kind of lucky charm. In that same episode, where we see the Heeler family dancing wildly, we notice a very interesting detail. When Chili passes in front of Wendy's car, her neighbor and Judo's mom, we see that Pat, her other neighbor, praises Bluey's dance steps. At that moment, we see Wendy's expression change completely, and she makes a face as if she didn't like what Pat said.
Woo! Shake it, Chili!
Morning, Wendy!
In that same scene, did you notice Wendy's car's license plate? The letters and numbers on the plate totally reference the name Wendy. This happens frequently in the series, as the Heelers themselves also have a plate in the same style, as we've mentioned here on the channel. In the Puppet episode, we uncover an incredibly interesting secret. While Bandit is pretending to be a unicorn, using his hand to manipulate the little unicorns, he refers to Bluey and Bingo as Salad Dodgers. The interesting thing is that this is exactly the name of the game Bandit is playing in the pilot episode of Bluey. Mackenzie and Rusty are Bluey's oldest friends, not in the story of the show, but in the timeline of character creation. This is because, in the 2016 pilot episode, when developed by Joe Brum, the series creator, these two puppies appear and dance while Bluey is playing on the swing with Bandit. To tell the truth, this secret is so incredible that we can see that both Rusty and Mackenzie appeared even before Chili and Bingo. Man, besides being a privilege, this is almost unimaginable, don't you think? Another amazing secret that almost no one knows is that the series was originally not going to be called Bluey, but Rusty. This is because the reddish puppy would be the protagonist of the series instead of the blue puppy. Rusty is a red Kelpie, inspired by one of the dogs Joe had in his childhood, just like the blue healer he used to create Bluey. Ever wondered how different it would be to see Rusty instead of Bluey? In homage to the former almost protagonist of Bluey, who might even get his own series in the future, comment #Rusty below, because this little dog is a really cool friend. Another secret that almost went unnoticed is that Bluey's middle name is Christine. This becomes clear when we watch the Family Me episode. Have you ever imagined calling Bluey Christine? Well, I haven't either.
Bluey Christine Healer.
Another not-so-cool secret, but one we need to share, is that Bandit might have some unhealthy habits, like smoking, for example. An indication of this is seen in the Granny Mobile episode when we see him looking and assessing a piece that is actually an ashtray for placing lit cigarettes or their ashes. At least, he doesn't do this in front of the kids, as it has never been shown and probably never will. But it's definitely not good for your health, Bandit. Another super interesting secret is that the spots on Bluey and Bingo's backs have a drastic reduction from what was originally developed for them. If you look closely today in the show, Bluey has 1, 2, 3 spots on her back, while Bingo has only one larger spot. But in the 2 pilot episodes, we can see that Bluey had twice as many spots. 6, while Bingo would have had 3 spots in some scenes and 4 in others. Probably because of this, causing a bit of confusion, it was modified to make it easier for the production and design team of the show, which actually makes a lot of sense. Another interesting secret is that it seems like Disney really exists in the Bluey universe. This is because the girls seem to be fans of fairy tales that are in some of the company's movies. One of them we can say is The Little Mermaid. This becomes clear when we see a drawing of a canine mermaid by Bingo inside the family car. This secret might even blow your mind, just like it did to me. Pay attention. In the Kids episode, when Bluey is at the market with Bingo and Bandit, if you pause the episode at the right moment, you'll be able to see an entrance mat that has a design practically identical to the Healer family's house. Could this mean that Bluey's drawings exist in the Bluey universe itself? When Chili is researching ways to make Bluey develop more quickly in the Babies Race episode, we see that on the outside of her computer there is a symbol of the company that makes the notebook. A pineapple. Of course, this is a parody of the Apple symbol, one of the world's largest technology companies. Probably the fruit was replaced by a more tropical one, since Australia is a much hotter country than the USA. We even find the pineapple on other objects later, like the surfboard stored in the garage. These were the 20 hidden secrets in Bluey that you know now and almost no one knew. And to tell the truth, sharing these secrets is a lot of fun. You know what else is really cool? These 2 videos that we're leaving here for you to choose from. I heard the one on the left is really awesome.